I had to tell my employee about my sex life and then report him to HR. I, 27F, am a supervisor of a small team at work. I always get good leadership reviews and think I foster a pretty healthy team dynamic. Well, I have a coworker, 35M, on said team, and about 3 weeks ago he approached me and said he had a personal question he wanted to talk about. I keep my personal life pretty distant from work, but keep an open door for them to come to me with anything personal that may impact their work, like needing a smaller workload to deal with things at home or anything like that, so this wasn't totally abnormal. We went to my office, and without reiterating the entire conversation, he said he noticed some bruising hidden by makeup and hair, and some faintly broken blood vessels by the corner of my eye. He asked if I was being abused and offered to help me if I was. To make it very clear, I'm not being abused. I have an amazing husband, and we've been experimenting in the bedroom. It's gotten a little rough, and I bruise easy. That's all there is to it. I told him how much I appreciate his offer of support and tried to lighten the mood by saying his attention to detail is part of why he's great at his job. But I made it very clear that I am completely safe and there is nothing to worry about. I didn't think I could exactly explain the bruises without getting a mandatory sexual harassment course. And I didn't want to explain my sex life to a coworker. He apologized. I assured him it was fine and good to know he would watch out for me, and we got back to work. I got a better concealer and thought that was the end of it. But for the next week he just wouldn't let it go. I kept noticing him staring, trying to see if I had any bruising or signs of abuse. He would make woke comments about women overcoming abuse, would give me sympathetic looks. It was all just so uncomfortable. So I called him into my office last week and told him again that I am fine, and would appreciate it if our working relationship returned to normal. Then he went off on me with stats about abuse and how I can't deny it or hide it and he can save me. I just got a bad feeling about it, and frankly, I got kinda defensive. Without much thought, I just calmly told him, if you must know, I have an active sex life and a husband who is willing to try new things, and I've always bruised easy. I'm sure you can put that all together, so please just drop this savior complex. It shut him up pretty quickly and he left. Since then, his behavior has changed again and he's been hostile towards me, is withholding work I need from him so I can do my job, taking me off email chains I need to be in, etc. I decided to go to HR and explained the entire thing. She said this was a first in her career, and when I told her I'd accept any consequences of my little blow up on him, she held back and laughed and said I had nothing to worry about. Sure, I could have brought it to HR right then, but they probably wouldn't have been able to do much to change his behavior. I don't know what conversation they had with him, but he turned in his letter of resignation 2 days later, and that's that. Just a weird couple of weeks and I stumped a damn good HR pro.